Wait a minute. You were so oppressed that you ran away from home? Why aren't you not on benefits? Why? Where's your safe space?
You know where safe space was? Across the border.
Because I'm a fucking American and I work.
The potential for abuse inside a safe space. You have the two white kids in the event, the Racialized Students Collective, getting kicked out. See, I don't find that acceptable. And as a VP Equity, you should be, totally outraged by that.
Not really, because if it's talking about places, not me, noises back there. Anyway, so if you are talking about issues that racialized students face, right? If I am talking in a classroom, there's going to be white people, black people, everybody around, and they can listen, right? If I want to talk specific issues that racialized students face, I do not think that white people need to be in that space.
White people need to be in that space because it's inclusive, otherwise you're segregating.
Yes, and race is an artificial construction.
Oh no,
once again.
There's a gay flag behind this girl. I'm so scared what she's going to say.
But it goes back to the idea, like, a lot of these colleges are now saying, like, if we're going to have an event, men do not speak first. Men do not speak at all in some cases. White people do not speak. White people do not speak at all in some cases.
It's slightly opposite of what they're trying to go for. They're trying to defeat the patriarchy, but they're making it a matriarchy.
Yes, and they're perpetuating the idea that the genders are different. This is an alien concept. This might be strange to some people, but I consider women and men as kind of like equal in the opportunities and the abilities and the mentalities that they can conceive.
I'm just going to point out that if someone's wearing a full mersuit and they have a strap
for
on,
furries.
whatever, it's the kink thing, and they're wearing a strap on of whatever dick available. I'm sorry, but if they're speaking in a low enough voice, I'll let them fuck me, even though I'm super gay bottom. What?
That could be rape.
Hey, I can't see titties, I can't see girls, so therefore hot.
I'm trying to figure out how that tied into this.
I don't know.
Person in a mersuit with a strap on will fuck me no matter the gender.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Hold on, I understand where it comes from tangentially.
We're all too drunk right now.
But that was a hell of a jump.
What was I talking about?
And then they said low voice up and
Wait, let me go back and just... Oh yeah, the idea that if you're male and you're straight, you don't have a fucking voice anymore because you're the majority and you have no insight.
I'm trying to educate the person that you think is
no,
to
it's not. It's not their job to educate you, as they would say.
What I'm trying to say is that if they have a penis, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Our society has its own safe space, which is kind of a common room in the Students' Union, where LGBT students, not necessarily just members, but any student who identifies as LGBT+, can go there if they feel like they need to.
What would happen if I walked in there as an LGBT and said, "You're all full of shit"?
Well, I was trying to. What is plus? Wait, stop. What the fuck is plus? Oh, that's right. It's pansexual, trisexual, quadrisexual, supersexual, astrosexual.
That's a thing.
Universal sexual, quad sexual, and trisexual.
Let me just point in the field of science, we look at it this way.
Sexual.
When it comes to gender, male, female, intersex. Okay. When it comes to sexual orientation, gay, straight, bi.
Asexual.
Yes, asexual as well, because there's people who have no sexual attraction. That's everything. Now, why don't they just say LGBTQA? Oh wait, that's right, because most people in the asexual community don't face the fucking discrimination gay people face.
Right, because they can pass.
Well, not just because they can pass, but because most of them still are in straight relationships.
Right.
Or just
anyways, this kind of, you know what, looking at this picture of cupcakes and cookies kind of reminds me of all the stories you've told me.
Yes! That's what I want to talk about. Okay, wait, stop filming. Go click it real quick. So, what we're talking about, like the cupcakes and cookies. So I was a part of a gay group when I first started college after I got back from the military. And it was Spectrum, I think it was called. I can't remember.
Doesn't matter.
But so they would talk about like what flavor ice cream they fucking wanted, and they never would talk about the serious issues. Now, when
like
I was
marriage before gay marriage was legal,
this was Don't Ask, Don't Tell times.
Yes.
So this was like I would talk about Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and they would literally tell me to shut up and get out. because they didn't want to hear about that. They
Let's
wanted to
drop
talk
the
about
subject.
Yeah, let's drop the subject because it's too controversial or it's
too emotional. It's too depressing.
Yeah, and they would always tell me that I have too much of an emotional investment in it, and I'm like, yeah, I have a fucking emotional investment of it
Because it's a part of your being.
Yeah.
It's our fucking livelihood. You get one life in this fucking life. You get one life.
shot.
Maybe,
One opportunity.
Yeah, maybe 60, 70
Time to go.
years, 80
Long
years, or
life
90
forever.
years if you're
Forget it.
lucky. 80 or 90 years. 80 or 90 years if you're lucky. Time is fucking running out. I'm fucking 30 right now. You know what? I got about maybe like 40 years before I start losing my mind and my functionality. You know, time is running out. I gotta make the fucking most of what I have right now. Right here, right fucking now. And like, you want me to talk about fucking cupcakes and cookies and not about my fucking rights?
And the thing about
Fuck
it too
you.
is they always say is like, well, it's hopeless to fight against it. Well, they always say it's hopeless. It's just hopeless.
That's a
thing.
cop-out.
We just don't like it.
That's a cop-out.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, you want to make it less hopeless and actually do something. And I would constantly say, well, there's this event going on in TC. There's this event going on here. Like, they're going to be protesting in Grand Rapids against this. And they would always say, well, we're not interested in that.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your lazy pieces of
Use a
shit.
safe space just throughout the day. They might have a break
More
from classes.
cupcakes.
They ought to go and sort of hang out with other LGBT people, which is cool. Also, I mean, it's called a safe space. It's there for if people, unfortunately, you do experience
real quick.
homophobia and transphobia.
Every single one of those is a surprise rape face.
I'll take number one on
See,
the
I'm
last
just picking up
two
the cord
for-
like, hey.
Don't be shy. Drop your drawers. Show us what you got.
Do you speak African? Aren't you from the hood?
Who? Wait. Who says that? Has anyone here? Has everyone here ever asked a black person? Has anyone ever asked a black person from age 0 to now? Do you speak African?
It's so, I've never heard that. And also, like, what fucking dialect of what country?
Do you speak?
Of what tribe?
Yeah. Do you speak? Are you from the Zulu tribe? Are you from the?
I thought you were going to say zoo at first, and I was going to be like, man, this is why Harambe died.
Do you speak African? Where? Where has that happened? In what time period? In what century?
Aren't you from the hood?
Can I have your hair?
Can I have your hair?
Why would,
Appropriation.
No one wants your fucking hair. How
unless
about that?
they're like a 45-year-old professor who just stopped giving a shit about their hairstyle.
Well, it's not only that. It's like, maybe they like your fucking hair. They like your fucking hair. Why
Right.
is that a fucking insult? Why
Also,
is that,
I'm sorry, but your hair is really curly, and that's a standard
even if,
thing.
let's say it's the greatest thing ever. It's like, why is that a fucking event?
Right?
Why does that have to be an event?
As long as they don't want to actually chop that body part off of me, I'm cool with it.
Right. Like, is this a fucking 9/11 happening right now?
Just
Do you
see
want my
yourself.
fucking hair?
Okay, keep going. Let's hear what they have to say.
Yep.
So your dad's the black one, right?
Oh, because he's half black. So is your dad the black one? What difference does
What
it
does
make?
it make?
Doesn't make
Wait,
any
wait,
difference.
Loving vs. Virginia, the woman was...
Doesn't matter. This conversation does not matter. Next one.
Why do you talk like a white girl?
Why do you talk?
Oh, so they are actually going about... They're doing cross-racism.
No, because black people can't sound like white people.
When I went to school, when I went to school in technically what you call the hood, and we would have students tell other students, "Why the hell are you talking so white?" Like to the students, they would.
Black
they
people
would
cannot be
physically-
racist.
They would physically and verbally bully students in their school who actually were trying to exceed in their academia.
I got a great idea for that because one of my coworkers when I worked at the college, she and her sister would get made fun of all the time because they were trying to be too white, whatever the fuck that means, because they were like studying their academia and they were getting a driver's license and all that shit. They were being fucking white, even though in reality, it's fucking. You know how equal this is in my school. If you were being quote unquote white, you were being like the fucking nerd. That was being white in my school. And black and fucking the inner cities, being quote unquote black was just being like the fucking white frat boys in my school. You were drinking at underage and having parties and not studying and cheating at exams. That was the fucking norm in my majority white high school.
In my high school, which was a majority black. Well, until I went to a different high school, but the high school I was really from before I went to the other high school. The majority of things like for people were what gang were you? Were you Bloods, Crips, etc.
Bloods and Crips only existed in the LA though.
Well, it's just like one of those fucking things.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's just like it literally it was like what gang were you fucking from? And we literally had shootings and stabbings every fucking day.
Oh yeah, my friend who I worked with, she said that the new people in the Detroit high schools because they wouldn't duck down.
They wouldn't duck under the tables in the cafeteria when they heard pop 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 in the fucking hallway. Yeah. That's a sentiment.
But that was fun. That's what's funny though. Like to them, they consider being white was like being white was being like the nerdy kids when. Being black was being like the partiers and the fucking hustlers and shit. When it's like, in my fucking school, which was majority white, it was the fucking same shit. It didn't fucking matter. And it goes to the point where race doesn't fucking matter. Race doesn't even fucking exist.
What do you mean you can't play basketball?
Oh yeah, because I always expect black people to play basketball. We assume that he must be good at basketball. That's just the social norm in this fucking reality, right?
Think Alan and Anthony are good at any sports.
To be fair, from the Asian aspect, I got the...
baseball?
No, well, yeah, baseball, but I get... there's a lot that's appropriate to pretty much any race.
Right.
Get out there. So for the Asian thing, it's one of those, you gotta be good at math, you never burn the rice, and you must have a tiny penis.
Three things I'm pretty sure are not true with you.
Huh?
3 things I'm pretty sure are not true with you.
That's correct. That being said, yeah, I get the jokes all the goddamn
It's also funny.
You speak Spanish. You're not black. Why are you such an angry black woman? Can you even comb your hair?
Dance with me.
Dance with me.
Dance with me, because black people can dance and no white people can dance. Get it? Ha 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 ha! Ha! Black people can dance.
I knew a lot of people who could not dance in my high school.
Anyways.
They thought they could dance, and then they tried to do the worm, and it ended up with the face plant onto the floor, and it was funny.
Because when I asked...
Everybody do the flop.
Yes!
If anyone asks someone who can dance and they happen to be black, fuck you, man. You're a racist son of a bitch.
What about dance with me because you're attractive and you're wearing a suit? And I'm
No!
Okay, go.
They really like that one.